flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire. Once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. And welcome everybody to the Down to Mike's Truck Series Semper 113 presented by Disabled Military Veterans Racing. For guys that don't know, Disabled Military Veterans is going to be making some sim racing rigs for all the disabled military veterans out there, and it allows them to get in on sim racing, and it basically is a sim seat for the most part, and a sim racing rig, and that's going to be coming out here hopefully soon, and we'll have more information about it once we get more information, and I'll pass it along to you as well. So make sure y'all check it out, and as soon as I find some stuff out, you'll be the first to know. So tonight's a big race, man. First off, I want to say thanks to all the veterans and stuff. But tonight is a big race for these guys coming in. This is an elimination race, the final race before we head to Homestead next week. And, of course, It's a big one. A lot of guys right now on the cut line just by a few points, and it's going to be fun. Eric Borelli is in a must-win situation, which I'm going to be honest, super surprising to see Borelli right now on the outside looking in. He is currently sixth in the points. We will eliminate it down to 4 tonight. Right now, he is, I think we estimated, I think it was 18. Nope, I apologize. Hold on. Let me think. 21 points right now out of the cut spot, and honestly, he needs a win. We do got a lot of drivers here, though. We have a total of what I'm thinking is 25. Yeah, so there is a chance that some of the guys in front of him have bad luck, but he's going to need Eric Spencer to have bad luck. Now, Eric Spencer is right on the cut line, 1 point behind Aaron Fowler. That's something we're going to have to really watch out for right now. Aaron Fowler sits in the 9th position on the charts right now, so it's really going to be interesting to see what Eric Spencer could do, because he's sitting 17th right now. And it's going to be very interesting to see what Eric Spencer can do to try to put himself in that position. Everybody else above that is pretty much locked in. We know Todd Cray is already locked in because he was the winner last week. Kyle Frame, we know is pretty much locked in. He's 9 points out of the lead. And Kurt Smith, another guy that looks like he is locked in as well. Let me actually double check something, because is Kurt Smith here? Yes, he is. Okay. So everybody is here that is in the chase. And as you see, we got a pretty big crowd. 25 drivers, like I said, making a start here tonight. That's going to make things very interesting for a lot of these guys moving forward in this chase. Trying to get to Homestead, and it all comes down to this one and final race only. And there's a lot of pressure on the line for some of these guys. And I think Eric Borelli knows that. You're going to have to take chances. We're going to see chances being taken all night long. 2 tire stops, possibly no tire stops, depending on how the cautions go. This race is weird. Phoenix is a unique track. Everybody here knows that. You can see the track temp is up to 112 degrees on this 1.mile track. And the wind speed, 5 miles an hour. We'll say 5. 85-degree air temp. So this is late afternoon. So there is that little buffer. But I'm going to be honest, man. This place is tough. It's a fun racetrack by all means. I want to mention that. And there's some really fast guys in here tonight. I mean, when I say that, we got Todd Cray, we got Michael Trevarthian, Justin Krasinski, Tyler Cox, Landon Lacey, Brandon Puff. The list is so long with talent that's in here tonight. This is probably, my personal opinion, this is the most stacked field we've had all season long. With the amount of talent in here. When you throw in Justin Krasinski, Michael Trevarthian, Todd Cray, Tyler Cox, who all have ran with each other for the most part in a different series, and you put them in here, it's going to make a fantastic race, and it throws in a bigger wrench for the guys that need a win, such as Eric Borelli, possibly, I don't want to say Eric Spencer, but that would be a good thing if he was able to hold on and get the win. We know that coming into tonight, it's going to be big. Thank you very much, Gene. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can get it to you, George. Message me on Facebook, Trackside Racing Network, and I'll send it to you over there if you got a Facebook. If not, you can message me here and I'll get it to you. Just message me your email and I'll email it to you. That ain't no problem at all. So, tonight we got this, and then Saturday, of course, we come back here as well for the Grand National Series, and that's going to be pretty big because that is also an elimination race, and a big one at that. And we'll have another little tribute, a different tribute and stuff, and a couple of special things on Veterans Day, which is, you know, more important than any race by all means. So, once again, thank you to the veterans for everything that they have done. We actually got a couple veterans that race in here. Eric Minch, one of them guys. I know I'm missing so many people when I just say him. Eric Spencer. Another one of them guys. We've had, like I said, quite a few drivers. We got a couple Veterans Day paints as well. We can actually, let me show you Landon Lacey's paint if he's out on track. His is pretty cool. I painted this for him today, and he's not on track. Oh, there he is. There you go. He's running a Veterans Day paint. He'll be running one if he runs Saturday as well. Pretty cool. So I made that for him today. I had to show it off a little bit just because I made it. So we'll be talking to Landon during the pre-race as well. He's I don't want to say one of the favorite. Well, you could consider him part of one of the favorites. Of course, Tyler Cox running the special paint scheme as well. I mean, there's so many people in here running special paint schemes tonight. Eric Spencer, always running a special paint scheme. You can see him right there on track. He's just sitting there. I don't really know if he knows he's sitting there, but he's running a special paint scheme as well, and always does a good job. You can see enlisted arms on the front. I don't know if any more. I think there's a couple right there. Michael Trevarthian running a special paint scheme tonight. That's a cool one. Tyler Cox, of course, running the Wounded Warriors, like he always runs that one. I've seen a couple in here as well. I'm looking. Trying to see. Here's Eric Borelli. He's running a special one, red, white, and blue tonight as well. Jeff Smith has the POW on the front and an American flag on the back, which is awesome. Different from his normal paint scheme. We just seen Eric Spencer. We got John Ronaldo running his normal paint. There's Eric Minch. He is not running a special paint scheme tonight. Of course, you got Skylar Allen running the diabetes, cure for diabetes. Always does a good thing on that. I think Curtis Martin is not. And then you got Kurt Smith, who's also running the Wounded Warriors Project car. So yeah, we got a lot of cool looking paints in here tonight. Like I said, this race is stacked, man. 25 different drivers. Qualifying should be starting soon, I thought. Yeah, here we go. I was about to say it should be coming up. So we'll get qualified in for this race. Like I said, elimination race, big race for a lot of guys here tonight. Here we go. Let's hop over and watch Eric Borelli, who's coming out of the pits, in the number 78 Chevrolet. You can see he's got a little special on his back as well. Pretty cool looking car. So as Eric Borelli goes down into turn number 3 and 4, he's going to go and start his green flag lap here for the Down to Mike's Truck Series. And we'll actually hop on board for the first couple laps. He's going to need a big run tonight, and it's going to be tough. He's going to pretty much have to race his way or win pretty much to get into the next round, unless Aaron Fowler and Eric Spencer wreck out, say, within the first couple spots. It looks like Eric really actually just blinked out. Yeah, he is blinking a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's good to go now. So here he comes off turn 4. Let's see what Eric can do. Cross the start-finish line. That lap actually did not count, it don't look like, because of the blinking issue from what I'm seeing. Austin Marion crosses the start-finish line. And he will jump up to the 4th position at the moment. Currently on top of Tyler Cox. Let's see who else is out on the track. Let's go over to Skylar Allen, coming off turn 4. He's about to put down his second lap. And across the start-finish line, a 28.355. So it looks like it's tough to pick up a little bit on your second lap. Nate Anderson just now rolled out, so we'll come back to him. Brandon Puffenberger in the 88. It looks like he's about to come to complete his first lap as he works out of turn 4. Oh, he gets into the wall a little bit, so we'll skip over to him. Justin Krasinski coming on the backstretch into turn 3. Keep your eye on this Ford truck. Always fast everything he runs. This actually looks like his out lap. So we'll continue to watch him for a moment to see. Yeah, so he is just now starting his green flag lap in that number 4 truck. Got a couple new guys in here that I don't remember broadcasting recently. Vern Bradley, it's been a while. I don't know, he may be new. He may have been in here for a race. I could look it up here in a second, find out for guys if anybody's wondering. Justin Krasinski across the start-finish line, 27.711. Good Lord, that puts him first. Not by much, but it does put him first. Joe Burchett jumps up to 3rd. It's the first time we've seen Joe. Actually, that's way better than what he put in practice. He was pretty slow in practice, so he must have just been sandbagging a little bit to get his 20 laps in. I don't know if he actually got him in. Lando Lacey out on track now in the number 35 Chevrolet. Extra Life, of course, running the red, white, and blue as well. We'll see how Landon does as he goes into turn number 3. I think this is actually his out lap, I believe. This may not be. Crossing the start finish line. Lando Lacey jumps up to second. Wow, what a good lap. 27.753. Looks like that was better. It looks like he's just going to shut it off after that lap. So everybody almost done qualifying. John Ronaldo going to come out on track. He's going to have to go around. Eric Borelli, unfortunately, looks like his lap will not count, and that's automatically black flag for him. That's not what he wants. But the good news is this is Phoenix, and wrecks will happen early. That's one thing I do expect quite a bit of here tonight as we get ready to go green. But these guys have actually surprised me the last few weeks. Haven't had a ton of cautions the last few weeks by any of these guys. So they've been really good over the past, I don't know, I'd say the entire chase, to be completely honest. Last week, I think we only had, sorry, I'm reading your comments. How many was it we had? Only 6 cautions, I think, for 24 laps at Texas last week, yeah. So Todd Cray, when that was an exciting race, man. That came down to the end. We seen Jester Krasinski come back after getting some damage early, come back to finish there. Kurt Smith, what a move Kurt Smith put off last week. That was probably one of the biggest gambles I've seen all year in that number 11 truck. Or, I'm sorry, in that, what number is he? I can't even remember now. I had it. I don't know why I said 11-4. Oh, 69. Yep. So that was a big gamble by him on doing that last week, and he was able to pull it off, and it worked out really well. Looks like qualifying coming to an end. And you know what? We had 2 guys that did not qualify. Eric Borelli, John Ronaldo did not get a lap in. So we'll take a look at your grid. There's your front row. Jester Krasinski, Landon Lacey, Todd Gray, Joe Pachet, Tyler Cox. So we got 3 overtake guys starting in the top 5. That's pretty cool. Michael Travarthian, Garrett Robertson. Garrett's, I believe, kind of new. Meanwhile, while we're sitting here, we'll bring in Landon Lacey, and he's going to be our in-race reporter because I made the truck and I had to get it on camera a little bit. So we'll talk to Landon. There he is. Hey, Landon, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, first off, qualified well. Was you expecting a little bit more on qualifying? I mean, you put down a pretty good lap.
No, I actually expected a little bit less. I don't know where I picked up a 10th in qualifying, but I'll take it.
Let me ask you a question. What's the biggest thing on this track, man? This is a tough place to run, but it's a fun track. What's the biggest thing you're going to be facing with tonight?
I think the biggest thing you're going to be fighting is yourself. You need to, be a little patient here. Save your tires and give yourself something to run with at the end.
Well, man, I love the paint scheme made by yours truly. We're gonna be
yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Throughout all night. Go out there and see what you can do. I know you've been wanting to get a win pretty bad here, so in this league. So go out there and see what you can do. You got some work cut out for you. This is a stacked field tonight, man. So good luck, and I'll be watching and be talking to you under cautions.
I agree. I got to get ahead of this 4 car, and he seems pretty quick tonight. So we'll see what we can do.
For sure, man. Talk to you here soon.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, buddy. So, did get word as Justin Krasinski rolls out and leading the field behind him in that number 4 Toyota. Got word that the 00, the 52, and the 69 will have EOL. Of course, the 00, Eric Minch, the 69, Kurt Smith, and the 52, I believe, is Garrett Robertson. So he will roll it as well. And then a black flag goes to the 78 and the 23. That is a big black flag for the 78. It's John Ronaldo and Eric Borelli. So we'll see how this plays out, man. This is going to be a fun race. I've been looking forward to this one all day long. So we'll see how it goes here as the pace car pulls into the pit road. Pit road very tricky here. Here they come. And the green flag being displayed. We're off to racing for the Down to Mike's Truck Series. Presented by Disabled Military Veterans, Semper 113. 113 laps tonight, guys. As you can see up front, it is a battle. Landon Lacey has the lead at the moment. Krasinski looks to take the apron short. Landon Lacey jumps up to the point. Tyler Cray also picked up, or working his way up to third. We got a little bit of a battle behind these guys. Right now we're staying with the lead. Krasinski's getting a run. No, Landon Lacey's going to lead the first lap. We'll jump back. Michael Trevardian right now racing with the 57, Kyle Frame, who we pretty much know is locked in. He still don't want to have a bad race. He just needs to finish somewhat decent. So we'll see how all this plays out. Remember, keep your eye throughout the night on Eric Spencer and Aaron Fowler. So that is the guys we're mainly watching, and Eric Borelli as well. Eric Borelli already on pit road. He's done served his black flag. He's pulling off. He will go one lap down. From what I'm seeing, same as John Ronaldo. Both will go one lap down. And at the moment, it actually looks like, yep, they just went one lap down. So unfortunately for them, they're going to have to race each other and try to get the lucky dog. Up front, Tyler Cox racing with Joe Burchett in the number 94. We'll jump back a little bit further. Here comes Jeff Smith getting passed by the 26, William Roberts Jr. And of course, up in front of them, Joshua Banks, Kyle Frame really going at it. Keep your eye on Joshua. We know what he's capable of. Everybody here knows what Joshua's capable of. He always shows up at the right moments in the race. We can pretty much call him Kevin Harvick of this series because he is pretty much the closer for the most part and closes up the deal pretty good. We got a wreck, and that looks like, who is that? Justin Krasinski into the wall. That's a big one. Did he have help? The two may have put the bumper to him, which is something we don't see very much of. You know what? He may have lost this himself. Oh, no, he actually came back up the track into Landon Lacey. And that's one of them things, man, with this track. Landon's got some damage as well. You guys be the judge. You can watch it here. You let me know what y'all think. Y'all can fight about it in the chat. It's okay. Landon Lacey does not have to move all the way back up to the wall. It's Justin Krasinski, if he goes below the, or anybody, if they go below the yellow line to get up on the track safely. The 35 gave the 4 a lane. He did. My personal opinion, Landon didn't really do anything wrong there. It really looked like Krasinski was expecting Landon to go up against the wall, and Landon didn't go up against the wall. So, you guys be the judge. And pit road. Going to be open. Everybody coming down. We're going to see, I know we're going to see that 4 probably take, or I'm sorry, we're going to see Landon take some damage repair, that's for sure. So we'll see as we zoom in a little bit. Some cars staying out here. That's big though for, looks like Eric Borelli's going to get the wave around. You can see the damage on that 35 truck. He does got damage on the left front. Don't seem like it's too severe, but he's going to have a little bit of trouble on getting that car ready to go. So he'll sit there for a few moments. He'll have to work his way back up. Meanwhile, the race off pit road looks like Joe Burchett will win the race, maybe, or was it? Well, wait a minute. We had a bunch of cars stay out. Joe Burchett did beat Todd Cray out, but he's got 7 cars that stayed out in front of him. That is Kyle Frame, who takes the points lead, or not the points lead, takes the point. Jeff Smith stays out as well in second. We got Austin Marion. Skylar Allen Sr. stays out in fourth. Aaron Fowler stays out, which is a big gamble for him. We didn't go a many laps, though. I don't think it's going to hurt these guys too much on tires. From what I've seen earlier, the tire wear not extremely, from what I heard. It's not to the extreme. There is a little bit of heat in the track, which could cause a factor for these tires to wear down. But we didn't go probably, what, I don't even think 4 laps. Give or take on that just a little bit. So claimed caution to the EOL, or to an EOL, and it goes to Justin Krasinski. So Justin Krasinski did take credit for the caution. So that's one cool thing about some of these guys in here. They will take credit. That's a mistake you don't see Justin really do. But as I said, it could have went either way, because Landon, you know, possibly could have gave Justin a little bit of room, but at the same time, it is a race for the lead. So I don't know. My personal opinion, it was a little too early, but it could have fell on either one of them's shoulders. So, whew. Meanwhile, let's see. Just looking around. Looks like we're doubling them up already. I love Phoenix. It's a fun place. I don't know if the Saturday race is a night race. I hope so, because I love watching them race nighttime here. Not many people do it. I can actually find out on their website, gofastracing.us, for anybody wondering. You can find all the information as well about the upcoming. I'm pretty sure that the Veterans Day 154 here Saturday is a day race as well. I think they actually race day in the regular Xfinity series, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to race day here. And we just seen somebody, I don't know who that was, Tyler Cox come down and get into the side of the 36. That was weird. Anyway, that's strange. Never text and drive. As the green flag waving this time, the green flag is out. We're off to racing here once again at Phoenix. Let's see how these older tires do. Jeff Smith looking to the high side of the 57, and he does got the 65 Austin Aaron underneath him. Austin, wow, Jeff got a really good run through the tri-oval. He's actually looks like he's going to take second permanently. No, still side by side. This is going to get bad. We got one car back in the wall. I don't know who that was. They're 3 wide behind these guys. This is going to get really ugly coming off forward. Look at these trucks. They're all over the place right now. It's so hard to tell which battle to watch. I mean, when they're scattered out like this, it's absolutely insane. And we're going to see this a lot tonight, especially on restarts. Got to watch for any kind of wheel spin going into the corners as well. Wheel spin's another thing on restarts that we got to watch out for. Nate Anderson trying to hold on. Looks like he's going to get past. Trying to hold on to 7th. That is the first car on the older tires. Now Skylar Allen trying to hold on to what appears to be 5th. Looks like he's going to fall back a little bit. Track position could be big once the tires wear in for all these other guys as well. Skylar battling back really strong through the tri-oval on the backstretch. I call it a tri-oval. We'll see if he's able to get the run through 3 and 4. Does not look like it. Using a low line as the way to get around for turn 3 and 4. Coming off turn 4, these trucks all scattered out all over the place at the moment. Jeff Smith falling back a little bit. He's now under attack from that 94. Remember, Joe Burchett, the first one on fresh tires. Coming up through the field. The next one will be Michael Shavarkian back in 7th. Nate Anderson getting passed by Trevarkian. Of course, actually that's still for 7th. Nate's trying to hold on to it still. And it looks like Anderson's going to be able to take that back away. Oh, he goes a little high there in turn 1, so he may have to get back. A little bit of contact between the 21 and the 16. Is there okay? We're 3 wide, almost 4 wide on this. Wow. That is insane. Oh, the 21 got wheel spin. He may go around. He's trying to save it. Everybody's spinning out behind him. They locked it up. And I think everybody was good to go for the most part. Lana Lazy went around the rest of the way. 69 spins of Kurt Smith. He's going to sling that truck around. Watch this. You want to see something? Watch this stack up. Just Will hopping into turn 3. Every one of these guys did it. 52 did it as well. Landon did it as well. Oh, hold on. Oh, how did John Ronaldo blow up? But Landon didn't get any damage. Was there net code? Oh, he did get some damage, but how did Ronaldo blow up? That's weird. Wow. Well, that shakes everything up a little bit. There's one of the guys we're watching tonight, and right now, he's where he wants to be. Eric Spencer still riding in 15. Aaron Fowler up to 3rd. Remember, Eric Spencer has to finish in front of Aaron in order to have a chance. He needs to actually finish 2 spots in front of him to really lock that up. Of course, bonus points could be big. Pit road's going to be open. This could be interesting to see if any of these guys come down. I expect them all to come down once again. And a couple guys coming down. Everybody coming down besides 3, 4. Yeah, I like the idea of coming down. I think you stay out there now. I think you're waiting to be passed. I'm going to be honest. That's just my personal opinion of it. With 16 laps on the tires and everybody else coming down with fresh tires. I will say Kyle Frame, Aaron Fowler, Joshua Banks, Curtis Martin stayed out. Don't like to call to stay out. Joe Burchett, Todd Gray. Here comes Justin Krasinski. Todd Cray, your K&N Series champion, winner last week, trying to get 2 championships in one season. Cray takes 2 tires, as well as a lot of other people as well. Race off pit road is an insane one. I don't know. 2 tires might not be bad. I still personally like 4. I mean, you're 16 laps in. Like, what? Why? Why would you not go ahead and take 4? That's just my opinion. Like, you're not going to win the race on lap 16. You got to wait till 113 to do that. Take 4. I'm sorry, track position is not that important at the moment. Not with some of these wrecks that we're seeing. And I don't think we're done seeing them. I'm still waiting on a big one to happen. Todd Cray, Tyler Cox takes 2. Eric Spencer takes 2. See, I can kind of understand Eric Spencer's point of view, though. Because he wants a lap lead. He needs that lap lead. If he gets 1 lap lead, that's an extra point, and he's tied with Aaron Fowler. Now, Aaron Fowler is in an interesting position here because he is starting up alongside Kyle Frame. Will we see Kyle Frame give him the lead to let him lead 1 lap? Or will we not? And the thing is, this is interesting. As 2 teammates, it's a little interesting because Kyle Frame is in the chase. Does he want to contend with Aaron Fowler in the chase, or would you rather contend with Eric Spencer? That's up to him to decide. And of course, anything can still happen. But if the 12 does get up there and lead a lap, that is 2 points that he will have up on Eric Spencer. Eric Borelli's starting. Where's he at the moment? Actually, he's still laying back a little bit. He's now in way back here in the back, 19th right now. So I think that's more of a strategy call for him, just to let all these wrecks sort out and see what happens. So the pace lights are going to go off, and we're going to double them up. And it looks like the 57 is going to choose the inside lane. See, if that's me now, if I'm going to let my teammate lead a lap, I'm going to give him the inside. And I'm going to be communicating on when he's going. That's important. But I don't think we're going to see Kyle Frame just let Aaron have a lap lead. We'll see, though. I mean, this is shaping up already to be a strategy type race. We're seeing multiple strategies already. I mean, to get 2 guys out front, 18 laps on the tires. I'm going to be honest. I could see Joshua's, honestly, we could see Todd Cray just drive around him. And possibly Joshua Banks as well. Or Curtis Martin. That's just me, though. I mean, I don't know. Here they come. Through turns 4. Over the tunnel turn. And the green flag is going to be displayed this time. Green flag out once again. You can see Tyler Cox pushing the back off that 03. He is beating and banging as they get ready to go into turn 1. This is going to get ugly. We're looking at 3 wide through turn 1. Curtis Smith on the front or older tires. Not going to work out for him. But the 57 Kyle Frame. Joshua Banks does get around Aaron Fowler falling back. That's why I think you've got to take tires with 3 wide in the middle of the tri-oval as well. Jeff Schmidt caught in the middle. 3 wide with the 03 and the 75. Both, well, 75. We're going to have to try to stay clean. We got one bouncing off the wall. It's 52. Stacking it up with Eric Borelli. I'm sorry, Nate Anderson. I don't know who else was in that. I've seen another car that was really slow off the pace. We got another wreck. Nate Anderson goes around. I don't know what Nate was actually doing on that one. That was a questionable call. He drove it in way too hard. I see what he was doing, but he just did not get on the gas. It kind of looks like he just drove straight into the back of the 50 or into the 52. The 52 was actually coming down though, so it could go on him as well. Who caused the wreck, guys? Help me out. I don't know. That's a close one, man. I think Nate could have caused that one. That's what I'm seeing. I think Nate could have checked up, and unfortunately, it's going to kill Nate's truck. And remember, these guys only got a 12x limit. I'm telling you right now, some of them's almost there. We're about to have cars disqualify from the race. Whew, man. This is intense, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of the most intense races these guys are going to face all year. I mean, you can see there's so much strategy being played right now. Will I pit? Will I not? So you got right there somebody standing out. That was Eric Borelli, tempted to come down. He decided not to come down. He thought track position was more important. I don't know. Be right back right after this. Welcome back to Semper 113, presented by Disabled Military Veterans. Sorry about the side-by-side stuff, guys. Thought I had that fixed, but apparently not, so I had to do some adjustments while it was going on. About to go back green here for the fourth time, I do believe. We've had 3 cautions so far for 12 laps. Right now, Kyle Frame, Todd Cray, Joshua Banks, Tyler Cox. I still like where Joshua Banks is. I still like where Joe Burchett and Austin Marion are. They're the first ones with 4 fresh tires back in 5th and 6th. So this is going to be fun. As the pace car gets ready to pull back down pit road. There it goes. The green flag is out. We're back to racing, and Tyler Cox pushing the bumper to the 21 truck. Todd Cray in front of him. Remember, the 36 and Tyler both has 2 fresh tires. They don't have 4, but keep your eye on the 16. He's looking to make it 3 wide for the lead. To the inside of the 57. 3 wide going into turn number 3. Oh, Tyler Cox cuts right in front of that 57. I'm going to be honest. Kyle Frame may have gave Tyler just a little bit of room and a little bit of love there, because he could have actually took him out. Todd Cray takes the lead. Let's jump back through the field. Michael Trevarthian looking underneath. 3 wide over the 75 and the 38 of Vern Bradley. I feel like this is like a ticking time bomb. And there's another wreck. It looks like Skylar Allen may have went around. Oh, that's a big one. Skylar Allen and the 00 both went around. Oh, there was more to this. Hold on. Looks like that. Oh, Skylar hooked to 26 going down into the tri-oval. May have thought the 26 was actually dropping below the yellow line, and unfortunately was not. And the 00 is out of the race as well. No, he's still running. So yeah, the 26 probably done. No, he was able to go, but I'm sure he's probably not too happy. But all in all, that's mistakes at Phoenix, and it's going to happen quite a bit. I mentioned earlier, we're going to have cautions in quite a few of them in this race. That's Phoenix for you, man. A lot of people don't like this place. I like it. I think it's fun, but until you sort everything out, guys are honestly watching these races. From what I'm seeing, they're honestly racing like it's the last lap, and I honestly mean that with the most respect to everybody. But this is probably the most intense racing I've seen from these guys in a long time. And I think when we got so many new drivers, like Skylar hasn't really raced a ton around the 26, and William Roberts hasn't raced a ton around Skylar, so they didn't exactly know what they was going to do with each other there. So I think that's part of it. William Roberts kind of still new, I guess we could say, to the league. So, but I will say this. If the race was to end right now, Aaron Fowler would still be in the chase, but here's what's interesting, what I'm seeing. You see Aaron Fowler? Right behind him is Eric Spencer. Both of them guys are running 4th and 5th in the points. Eric Spencer needs to get in front of Aaron Fowler as quick as he can and possibly lead a lap. Me personally, if these guys come down pit road, I'm staying out and I'm leading 1 lap. I don't care if I've been out there on 30 lap tires. I'm staying out there and I'm leading 1 lap. Because the way we're seeing cautions right now, you've got to get to track position if you're him. Everybody else has nothing to lose. I mean, let's be honest. They really don't, besides Eric Borelli, who does got something pretty big to lose for a chance at the championship. But I don't know, man. It's crazy. These guys are racing extremely aggressive. That's going for everybody. I mean, I haven't seen these guys race this aggressive in a very long time with each other. See Aaron Fowler there. Eric Spencer, Atlanta Lacey behind them. Atlanta's done a good job on working his way back up to 9th so far. He's been involved in 2 wrecks, I believe. 83, Chris Grandel doing a good job working his way up. He started back in 19th place. Kyle Frame, of course, he just took 4 tires. From 11th back, has took 4 tires. Curtis Martin, Dylan Bowes, Eric Borelli was just on pit road. Justin Krasinski, who honestly, Justin's been in a little bit of trouble lately since that wreck happened with him earlier with him and Landon. It is fun to watch the restart. I love watching them race. It's pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty fun to watch them race like this. Something different. I mean, usually, oh, everybody blinked. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it is fun to watch them like this. I will say that. It's something different. So I don't know why they're blinking like that, guys. I apologize. Hopefully, it kind of stops. So yeah, EOL to the 96 of Skylar Allen. He claimed a caution. And sorry about the blinking, guys. Don't know why the cars are going crazy. iRacing flipping out on me a little bit. It's okay though. We're about to go back green. It'll balance out here in just a second. Promise. And the pace car pulls in on pit road. Green flag is out. We're off the racing once again here at Phoenix International Speedway. And that time the front three kind of got away from everyone, so it kind of balanced out a little bit towards first and second. I wouldn't say so much for third. Jet Smith under attack from the 65. Smith going to be able to hold on to third for the moment, and behind him is Chaotic once again. The 31, Michael Travarti on the inside, trying to get around Vern Bradley. Oh, who was that? Somebody just got turned head first into the wall. This is a big one. I don't know who that was, but that was a good one. Trying to see who else that was. Oh, can't really tell from there. Well, I seen smoke. Was it Tyler Cox that got hurt? Let's see here. Oh, it was the 4. Oh, man. Justin Kaczynski goes around. Yep, and that is 12X, and he is eliminated from the race. And it looks like, honestly, it looked like Eric Borelli got into him. Let me get another look at it this time from this view. Eric Borelli definitely got into him there a little bit. That's something we don't normally see Eric do, but of course, chase on the line, you gotta do what you can. Let me make sure. Let's watch this view one more time. The views I've been giving ain't great. Let's see if Eric actually turned down. He did. Tough break for Justin, man. He's such a talented driver. He has been for ever since I've known him. So unfortunately, not the way he wanted this not to go. But good news for Skylar Allen. He gets the wave around. Back on the lead lap, I believe. Actually, he still may be one lap down. We'll have to wait and see. No, I don't think he's back on the lead lap for that. Who do we want to bring in? Kind of want to bring Todd Curry in. You know what? Let's bring in Austin Marion. I haven't talked to him in a few weeks, so bring in Austin. Hey, Austin, you got me? Austin Marion, you got me?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Let me ask you a question. What are you seeing out there? This is chaotic.
Yeah, it's a lot of wreckers, I guess. It hasn't been too bad the last couple of restarts up here. Most of it's been back, so hopefully we can survive.
We haven't had a ton of green flag laps yet, but so far, what are you feeling from your truck? How's it? Is it where you like it? Are you struggling with something that you're working on right now? Anything you're feeling in the truck?
Right now, I'm just hoping for some long green flag laps because I think that's where I'm strongest on the longer runs. But the rate we're going, it's going to be a while until we see that.
That's for sure, man. Well, you're doing a good job so far. You're up to fourth now after you started back in 12th place. So doing a good job so far, making some moves up through the field. I know track position seems like it's a big key to a lot of guys here tonight. So go out there and see what you can do, and I'll be up here watching you.
All right, thanks, Adam.
All right, that was Austin Marion, and he has done a good job seeing where he's at now from where he started. We're starting to thin this herd out a little bit, though, guys. I don't know if you notice it, but that you can see right here they're doubling up. It ain't as long as what it was. But at the moment, we still got quite a few cars in the lead lap. We still got all the way back to 18. Skylar Allen, by the way, did not get his lap back. However, at this moment, he's racing Nate Anderson, which them two have had a run in. Them two have been a little friendly with each other the last couple of weeks, or last 3 weeks or so. They've been making contact here and there, so that's going to be fun to watch. But it's never on purpose with them, that's for sure. But it is fun to watch them race around each other. So up front, Todd Craig, Joshua Banks, Jeff Smith, Austin Marion, Michael Jabarthi, and Eric Spencer. Eric Spencer right now in a good spot. No, they're tied right now. Him and Aaron Fowler are tied at the moment for that spot. So, green flag about to come out, and green flag out. Todd Curry up front. Just been trying to get around Joshua Banks. Not going to happen at the moment. Battle is going to be back this way, though. Austin Marion trying to hold off Michael Jabarthi. Not going to happen. Jabarthi goes around with ease. Here comes that 12 truck now. That's Aaron Fowler looking to the inside. Not going to get there as well. Eric Spencer also working his way up, trying to get up there to try to make something happen. Needs to get in front of this 12 truck. So I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of these guys may, if we stay green here for a couple laps, we're gonna see some guys possibly stay out and try to get that lap. Let Aaron Fowler may be one of them. Eric Spencer gets around Kyle Frame. I've seen that from up there. Here comes Curtis Martin trying to hold on to 12th as he will get past and falls back. And he's back in 12th now. Eric Borelli right behind him battling for that 38 truck of Vern Bradley. Borelli will take that spot away, so we'll jump back up towards the front. Jeff Smith, Austin Marion, and Michael Jabarthi. And underneath Jeff. Jeff's going to will lose that spot, falls back to 4th. So Jeff falling back just a little bit. We'll see. Remember, he's on them older tires, a little bit older tires than some of these guys. I'm going to be honest, I'm surprised Joshua Banks is still able to run where he's at right now in 2nd place. That might not last for long. Jabarthi is really putting the pedal down and really starting to make some ground up. But I will tell you this, last time by, fastest on track, of course, Todd Craig, Joshua Banks, and then Michael Jabarthi, your top 3. And Tyler Cox may go around. He's trying to save it, gets into Landon Lacey, comes back up into the 03 of Curtis Martin, who just died. And Tyler Cox may be out as well. I think he may have blew up. He tried to save it, tried not to go down, unfortunately came back up into the 03. Looks like, I'm pretty sure he just lost it on his own. Or did he have help? Oh, the 57 came up and got him. He tried to save it. Gets in the lane a little bit. And then the 03 really nowhere to go in Curtis Martin. And unfortunately for Curtis, watch this. We're riding on board. This is going to be a little interesting to watch because Curtis really didn't even see the hit coming. You see the wreck happening in front. There they go. Boom. Right into the wall. And unfortunately, a lot of these guys not. Tyler Cox done. Looks like Landon Lacey's done. It looks like Landon's done because of the X limit. Basically, guys, I'm sitting here, what I'm watching, I'm seeing basically a survival of the fittest. And by the way, breaking just now, Aaron Fowler stays out and will lead a lap. And that is absolutely big for him because now he has an extra point advantage. So a 2-point advantage over him and Eric Spencer. By the way, the race off pit road will go to Joshua Banks, who takes 4 fresh tires. Aaron Fowler stays out, and that's honestly just for bonus points. We'll see how this plays out, because if Aaron somehow gets involved in a wreck that could happen here, it's going to work out in Eric Spencer's favor. Right now, if the race was to end right now, it would actually go, as surprising as I just said, it would go to Eric Spencer, because Aaron's going to give up a lot of spots. But he did get the 2-point advantage at the moment, or get that extra bonus point. So we're 44 laps in, and we've yet to see a really long green flag run. And I'm hoping it happens, but I do think it's going to, because we just keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner. But it does seem like it's one of them races that you just have to stay out of trouble. And I feel like if you stay out of trouble, then you got a chance to possibly do something, and possibly walk out of here with the victory or a solid top 3 finish. Looks like we're about to double them back up here once again, as Joshua Banks does take the lead. And all fresh tires right now throughout the entire field, so that's a plus. Everybody's got fresh tires, and honestly, I think that's one thing that led to some of these wrecks. Some guys out there in old tires, some guys out there with fresh tires, and this is honestly the most cautious we've had. Not yet. We're almost there. What we had last week. This will probably be the most race we've had of cautions in all of this chase race so far. So it's not too bad out of 6 races. I'm sorry, it's more than 6 races. I don't know why I said 6 races. So yeah, this is the 6th one. Pace car pulls off. Green flag is being shown. We're back to racing here once again at Phoenix. Joshua Banks up front. Todd Curry outside. Todd Curry going to drive it in really deep. He's going to try to get the run on the exit. Looks like he may have that exit run. 36 going to drop low onto the apron. Todd Craig coming out of turn 4, going to take the lead on Joshua Banks. The 31 and the 61 going at it. This is for 3rd. Jeff Smith trying to take it away. He's going to slide up. He's going to give way to Eric Spencer and possibly the 65. Jeff Smith overdrove just a little bit. Going to lose a ton of spots, as now the 94 looks underneath him as well. Jeff trying to hold on to that spot. Looks like he may be able to keep it on the exit. No. 65 slides up. Yeah. 61 will take it for now. This is a battle for the 6th position. Here comes the 94. Just Bent right now trying to hold in front of Eric Borelli. Back up towards the front. Joshua Banks trying to run down. You got to keep your eye on Michael Javarthian as well. These guys right here trying to run down a couple. Joe Burchett looking underneath Eric Spencer. Eric's got to try his best to hold on to these spots because Aaron Fowler right now back in ninth. At this very moment, Eric Spencer has a 1-point advantage over Aaron Fowler. So Aaron would be out of the chase. Eric would be locked in unless Aaron picks up another spot, which right now he's trying to do that by trying to put a pass on Eric Borelli. To the inside he goes, and he will complete the pass. So that would put Eric Spencer and Aaron tied, which would still go to Eric because of the wind that he has. Actually, I think Aaron's got one as well. We'll double check. Yeah, Aaron Fowler does have a win as well. So right now it would go to Aaron Fowler to move into the next round and eliminate Eric Spencer. '57, Kyle Frame gets it to the wall. Behind these guys, behind Dylan Bose. We haven't spoke a lot about Dylan in that 19. He's trying to keep his nose clean. But we are watching Eric Borelli right now get past by the 38 of Vern Bradley. And a caution flag comes out. Skylar Allen goes around. He may have had help from the 03. Curtis Martin gets into the back of the 96, it looks like. A little strange. Let's hop on board the 03 truck. Yeah, I can definitely tell it was on accident. He got into it, he let off the gas, but still did not check up enough and got into the back of Skylar. And at the moment, both of them guys are still in the race. So, all right, guys, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this quick message. Back here again for the Down to Mike's Truck Series Simplify 113 presented by Disabled Military Veterans. Real fast to let you guys know, we see the 75 coming down pit road. He did stay out and lead one lap, so that did gain a point back on Aaron Fowler. Now there is a 1 point difference between them. Aaron Fowler actually was on pit road for quite a bit that time. So we're watching that still very closely. Eric Spencer trying to make the chase, 1 point right now out of from doing that. We'll see where all that shakes up at come crunch time. I had a couple guys actually come down pit road late, which is a little odd. So Todd Craig, Joshua Banks, Michael Trevarthian is out front. Let's get a real fast look at our race summary. 7 cautions so far. What's going to be 27 laps here once they cross the line. 58 laps, about to be 59 laps completed. 54 laps will remain. 9 lead changes so far, however, though. And out front, it is Todd Craig leading the way. Has led 30 laps so far after starting in 3rd place. Joshua Banks alongside him has led 2 laps after starting in 8th place. Here we go. The green flag is about to come out this time here on lap 61. Still watching Trevarthian, who has the fastest lap. Actually, Joshua Banks has the fastest lap. No, I take that back. I lied. Fastest lap of this session so far, Todd Craig with the 27.891. As the pace car drops in, we are green flag here once again at Phoenix International Raceway. Here comes 31 Trevarthian trying to get around that 36. Expect him to drop through the apron here. And there they go. Jeff Smith trying to get around to 65 as well. And a big wreck behind him. And it looks like Joe Burchett, Brandon Puffbart, and Eric Spencer is involved. And that's not good. Oh. Joe gets run into the back of. But unfortunately for Eric Spencer, that may have ended his championship, and it looks like it did. Oh, and he had help from Kyle Frame. Wow. Let's make sure of this one more time. Well, that's something we don't normally see. Yep, Kyle Frame got into the side of the 75, and unfortunately he's going to end his chase and take him out. So at this very moment, it looks like we will have our chase set up, or grid set up, I guess. It looks like that so far at the moment, unless Eric Borelli somehow pulls off a win, your 4 is going to be Todd Craig, Kyle Frame, I'm missing somebody else, Aaron Fowler, and possibly Kurt Smith, depending on what happens the rest of the way. Tough break for Eric, that's for sure. And I'm sure Kyle Frame did not mean to. He may have not have known that Eric was trying to get around Skyler and came up on him and put him 3 wide and kept coming up. He may have not have known that Eric was that low. Pretty much like the same way that we've seen earlier with Justin Krasinski, who came up a little bit and got into the side of Tyler. May have not expected him to be there as well, and unfortunately he was. I'm going to be honest, not a big fan of these chase races at Phoenix. This race has not gone as planned. I expected drama, and we've had plenty of that, but we haven't had a ton of green flag laps, which it's kind of surprising for these guys. I mean, it really is. But, you know, I think it's kind of what happens when you got everybody going for everything they can. And some guys have nothing to lose because they're not in the chase. Some guys do, but they need to make up ground. I don't know. But either way, it makes for good broadcast, that's for sure. Because I'm sure there's some mad people right now. Gotta give it up for Vern Bradley as well. He's up to 6th right now in the 38. He's done a good job. Like I said, I don't know a ton about the 38. But he started way back in 17th place. And he is making a move up through the field. He's up to 6th at the moment. You can see him. So yeah, doing a good job. Doing what he needs to do. StreamMotorsports99.com. Not bad. Alright, here we get ready to go back green. They're coming through the backstretch now. And I did just see where Eric Spencer completely has left TeamSpeak. So unfortunately, that's not the way he wanted his season to go. So the pace car pulls down pit road. And the green flag is out. And we're racing again in Phoenix. And Todd Gray able to clear the field. Battle's going to be for second with Michael Chavartian underneath the 36. And 36, Joshua Banks able to hold on to that spot. And we got another car back in the wall. I don't know who that is. Looks like Dylan Bose possibly. No, I don't know who that was. Oh, it's Chris Grandal got into the wall in the number 83. Don't look like he's got much damage from that. And he's got a little bit on that right front. We got a car around again, and that is Vern Bradley, who locks it up going into turn 1. And it looks like everybody, oh, he put himself in the wall so he wouldn't come back in front of nobody. That was smart by him. But unfortunately, his not probably going to come to an end. He's got a ton of damage on the front of his number 38 truck. Just looking through the field here. Let's check on Joe Bichette. I haven't seen his damage since the start of that last wreck. Don't look too bad, I guess. But it is what it is. As we get ready to come down pit road, I think. I expect some people to come down. We may not have many. Joe's going to come down. Dylan Bose, Nate Anderson, Chris Grandal's going to come down. Kirk Smith's going to come down. And then Vern Bradley definitely going to come down after that. Alright, looks like I think the pace lights may go off this time. The pace lights are still on. So we're getting ready to go back. We'll be doubling up this time here on lap 7, coming to 71. Going to be fun to see. Here we go. Double up. Sitting here looking at the moment, it kind of looks like, in a way, you've got to kind of favor the top 5 at the moment. Really, the top 4. And you can throw in a couple other guys' names as well throughout the field. Todd Cray really looks like he's on it tonight. And I'm going to be honest, if he goes on to somehow win this race and then wins next week, that's very impressive. That means he's won the last 3. So right now he's trying to go back-to-back. Which, honestly, I don't want to seem like it's impossible, because anything from this season is not impossible for Todd Cray. Like I said, he dominated the K&N Series, trying to pick up another win here. And back at Martinsville, he finished in 3rd in the truck. So he's done pretty much everything he can do in his power to do well. And I think he's done that this season as we get to watch the pace car drop off. I mean, if you go and look at his stats at the moment, for Todd Cray, that is, as we watch the pace car drop down pit road. Green flag going to come out. We're back to racing once again. We'll get to Todd Cray stats here in just a moment. In the number 21, and the 36 just got help, and that's going to lead to more trouble. As caution flag comes out, and Jeff Smith was involved. He had nowhere to go. I don't think he didn't get much damage, but they're not happy with that one. Looks like the 65 got to the back of the 36. Yep. And around they went. It's right on board with Jeff Smith, who had nowhere to go during this. Oh, he's seen it too. You can say he didn't get no damage, but it does bring out another caution. So he'll be okay. He's just going to drop back a little bit in spots, but luckily for him, it could have been way worse. He may have a couple seconds option. You see a little bit of damage right there on the right front. A little bit right there. It's not as bad as what it looks, though, I don't think. So he should be okay. We got a lot of cars in with damage, so it's not going to affect him too much. But yeah, another caution comes out. So I was speaking about Todd Cray and his stats. So far, Todd's raced 22 races, 17 starts, some being provisional as well. He's 5 provisional as well. 3 poles so far in the season, 3 wins, trying to get his 4th win tonight. 11 top 5s, 12 top 10s. And out of all the laps, he's run 1,427 laps, has led 479 of them. So that's pretty impressive. A total miles of 1,800, so not bad at all. For Todd Cray, that is. I'll look at a couple things. Let's see who the most cleanest driver. I got a feeling it's going to go to Eric Borelli. The most cleanest driver that has more than 10 starts. Let's go with that. That'd probably be better. Right there. Nope, I lied. Brandon Puffenbarger. The fewest incidences out of drivers with 10 starts. Not bad at all. Him and Austin Marion with 65. So pretty cool. Fun little stat for you guys while we wait to go back green. Start seeing Eric Borelli slowly start to creep up here a little bit. That's something something special with that. And he's up to 4th now at the moment. As we go back through the back stretch once again. Skylar Allen cleaned up the track for everybody. Skylar, I know you could hear me. You see Skylar Allen, he's decided to clean the track for everybody, getting all the rubber off the entire track. They're going back and forth, making sure he's got rubber on his tires. Oh gosh. So yeah, you can tell he hears me because he's how he's doing that. That's great. I do like Skylar's truck though. Show y'all the front of it. It's kind of hard to read a little bit of. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's really awesome. And also he's got the side Bub Wilson's name up on the door. Pretty cool for him to do that. And of course on the back you can see the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Really cool. He's ran that, I believe, the entire month of November for every race. So, got Top 1 Diabetes Find a Cure on the side. So, yeah, pretty neat. I think I made that paint. If I made that paint, I need to make you a new one for Homestead. So I just realized a couple things on it that I need to fix. Anyway, so yeah, that's Skylar Allen. He's actually up to 7th, which is impressive, honestly, because that truck looks like it's been in a demolition derby. No offense, Skylar. Just about everybody's truck has out there, so he's done a good job though on able to honestly stay persistent. He was actually 2 laps down at one time, so that's not easy to do. I'm gonna be honest. If I was to wreck and be involved in some of the wrecks like he has, I would have done pulled in. So that's a good thing for him to be able to stay out there and honestly have a chance. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. He's got a chance at a real good finish here. As long as he can keep it out of the wall and stay clean, he'll be good to go. I mean, like I said, I don't know if he's going to have what it takes to be able to run up there at Todd Craig. Todd seemed like he's on another level again tonight. But honestly, if something happens with Todd, you just honestly never know. And if you find yourself in a right spot at the right time, we're having some trouble back through the field. Joshua Banks and Sheriff Smith trying to sort things out. I think they got it. There they go. So we're about to go back green flag as these guys work off turn 4. And the green flag is about to be out once again. Green flag back out once again. Why is my flag? Anyway, Todd Cray looks like he's got another good restart underneath his belt. Javarkian and the 12 racing side by side now. Somebody dropping back. Who is that? Oh man, another wreck. And no caution will come out in this one as Jeff Smith was involved and the 83 slid up into him a little bit. Somebody else was involved in this as well, I believe. What happened here? Oh, the 83. That was weird. Chris Grandal really don't want to throw anybody out under his bus, but kind of drove up the track into the side of the 61. Was able to keep going, but luckily he's able to keep going. To be honest, that was pretty good driving for him not to go around on that. That was a pretty good hard hit. Eric Borelli, Joe Burchett for 4th place. Also racing behind him, Skylar Allen, Joshua Banks for 7th. Eric going to be able to hold on to 4th for now, so we'll jump back. Skylar using a higher line. It looks like he's just going to let the 36 have it for now. As well, I said that, he drops really low trying to make up some ground, but we'll be watching that. Getting a little spaced out now a little bit. Nate Anderson's back in a battle with the 19 of Dylan Bowes. And it looks like Eric Spencer is back in here, but 13 laps down. He's really going to honestly need Aaron Fowler to wreck out. Let's just be honest. He needs Aaron to wreck out. And even if he does wreck out, I just don't know if he's going to be able to make up the spots to be able to get into the next round. Joe Burchett once again going after Eric Borelli, and Eric able to power by on the exit. Michael Javarkian was able to get around Aaron Fowler. Now the battle's really going to heat up for the top spot. Javarkian, I'm going to be honest, these guys could be, I don't want to say lucky, but Javarkian is another one of those guys that are very talented and could have locked his way into the chase, but where he joined so late was not eligible. But still, he's come in here and won a lot of races for the races he was eligible for. Done a good job. a caution comes out. And I think it was Curtis Martin. Oh my, Jeff Smith. Let's see what happened here. I think it's the same thing. Yep. 0-3 cut down in front of the 61. And went around. There wasn't no damage. I'm actually surprised the caution came up for that. That's kind of surprising. Let's hop on board, Jeff. Or I'm sorry, that was with Curtis Martin. We'll hop on board with Jeff Smith now. You see the 0-3 cut down. Jeff had such a big run. And I don't think any of them was expecting that. I'll be honest, that was a little close. Pit road open. Eric Morelli staying out. I like the call, I think, for him to stay out. I mean, boy, you need to do something. You've got to win a race. Well, here they come. Well, let's watch Todd Craig coming to his box here. Looks like Joshua Banks stays out as well. Skylar Allen stays out. And Austin Marion stays out as well. So you see the 21, the 94, the 31 all in their pit box. 4 fresh tires going up on everybody's truck. There comes the 31. There comes the 21 and the 94. Who else is coming? The 57, the 12. Nate Anderson going to go by and almost hit my camera. And I think that is just about all. There's a couple still on pit road. A lot of guys getting some damage repaired. Dylan Bowes, Jeff Smith, Vern Bradley, Kurt Smith, Chris Grandal, all getting damage repaired. So Eric Borelli's actually coming back down pit road, which is weird because I know he wanted a lap lead, but you gotta, you know, it really don't help him none. He needs to win the race. It does not matter, honestly, where you finish. You need to win. So that's kind of surprising. I thought he would see him stay out. But Austin Marion and Joshua Banks stays out. I don't like to call it they stayed out. But if we get more cautions, it could work out for them. And not saying it ain't going to work out for Joshua. He's trying to trap Todd Craig behind him. And he did do that. We just got to wait and see if it pays out in the long run here, which is always tough. Alright, here we go. I'm going to double them up. Guys, we're going to work on some stuff for next season, not the winter series, but we're going to work on some stuff that hopefully I'll be able to have some type of live timing for you guys to be able to actually download if you wanted to and watch, or something like that that you can keep up with what I see. We'll wait and see if I'm able to do something like that. It's a little complicated, but I think I got a couple ideas on what we can do. So hopefully we'll have something new for you guys where you can at least watch the live timing screen, even if it's on a separate broadcast like camera, and you can check out the live timing as well. And that'll be something pretty cool. We'll just have to wait and see if it's possible. But I think we can actually do that. I'm pretty sure we can. We just got to figure out how to actually implement it. I do got an idea, like I said. But we'll see if we can do that or not. There we go. Pace car drops in. And the green flag is out. We're live. And green flag once again. Joshua Banks does get a solid restart, but the race is going to be for second. It looks like Austin Marion may have to give up second as he slips up just a little bit. Here comes Joe Burchett, 3 wide for third place. And Aaron Fowler also there as well. And Joe Burchett trying to get around that 31 at Trevarthian. Still side by side and also up front. These guys have went at it all season long. Todd Craig and Joshua Banks. It shouldn't be no surprise to see that happen once again. Oh, this has got that feeling on it. It could be something happening. 3 wide for third once again. And Aaron Fowler backed out of that just a little bit. He did not want to do that. So he backs out. You see the 94 dropping on the apron 3 and 4. That is to help rotate that truck to help get the run out. And you can see it did not help him right there as he gives up third. Now possibly giving up fourth to Todd, or to the 12. Joshua Banks looks underneath Todd Cray as Cray took the lead. Here comes the 31. You see that 36 blinking just a little bit. Joe Burchett maybe got some of the wall there. It looks like it ain't going to hurt him. Looks like the 12 did as well. And Aaron Fowler's Kyle Frame gets around him. Here comes a pass for second. Trevarthian to the high side of the 36. And Michael Trevarthian takes away second. The older tires not paying off for the 36 now. He may have thought we was going to have another caution, but I'm going to be honest, he may be on the downfall. He's got 10 lap older tires compared to the rest of this field. '57, Kyle Frame starting to work on the 94, Joe Burchett. Got where, by the way, Skylar Allen appears to be done. It looks like the disqualification bug got him as well. It got a lot of people tonight. A lot of disqualifications in this race with the 12X limit. So Skylar going to finish 13th. Possibly 14th, depending if Eric Spencer can make up 12 laps before this race is over, which looks like he may have a chance. Riding on board with Kyle Frame. You see right there where Joe Burchett is dropping below that yellow line. That's just to help him rotate the center of the corner to help get the run out. And it does help him a little bit. You can see it right there. He extends out a little bit on the exit, but you're not going to be able to do that in 1 and 2. If you hit that apron in 1 and 2, you're going to go around. I don't know why. There's not a lot of rubber on the apron in 1 and 2, but in 3 and 4, there's a lot more rubber down there. I guess the way the turn is kind of banked, I guess. It's more flat, so do that. You see it right there. He does it again. And actually, it is starting to help him. He is starting to run down Joshua Banks. The last time by, however, he was a little bit faster than Joshua, not much. The fastest car in the field last time by, Michael Trevarthian up in second. We'll see if he can land up Todd Crew. Oh, Joshua may have just got some of the wall. He did. And that allowed Joe Burchett to really close some of the gap up. Not a ton, but it did allow Joe to close some of the gap up. I believe the tires starting to wear on that 36 truck. You can see it. He's got 23 laps on that set of tires. And Trevarthian is closing the gap, by the way. We got a car that's really slow. Vern Bradley coming up pit road. You see the smoke. That's where the smoke came from. So Vern Bradley on pit road in the 38 truck. Wow. Last time by, that was a good lap by that number 31 truck up in front. That gap's still not really closing as much as what I thought it was. And here comes Kyle Frame looking underneath Joe Burchett for 4th place. We'll see if the 57 can get it. Oh, 94 goes wide. He overdrove some of the corner, and he's going to give up 2 spots to the 57 and to the 12. So Joe Burchett falls back for now to 6th place. There's Todd Cray. There's Trevarthian. There's your gap. You can see it. We'll go high above. You can see it a little bit better. There's the gap between 1st and 2nd. Not much. That's about 8/10, which is about 6 car lengths. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I think this may be the longest run we've had so far of the night. We are lap 100 coming to lap 101. And right now, we are single file throughout the entire field. So at this very moment, it kind of looks like, and I just seen, by the way, where Eric Borelli is out of this race. So yeah, that will end his championship hopes. I just now seen it. So right now at the moment, it looks like we got our final 4 set for Homestead, Todd Cray, Kyle Frame, Aaron Fowler, and Kurt Smith. Looks like that's going to be your final 4 unless something happens that a caution comes out and somehow... no, that looks like it's it. I don't think Eric Spencer's going to be able to do anything now. Even if Aaron Fowler was direct, I don't think it would matter. The gap is closing, by the way. You can see it right there. Between first and second. Back here for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, it's even more closer. I don't think we're done seeing the battle for the top 3 yet. Here comes Aaron Fowler. Took a peek underneath the 57 of Kyle Frame. Not going to be able to get there. Does slide up a little bit in turn 3. We'll see if that allows Joe to try to get back around Aaron. Austin Marion looks on not far behind these guys. It don't look like that's going to happen for now. But Joshua Banks underneath Eric Spencer, who is 12 laps down. Guys, make sure if you're in the Carolinas to check out Down to Mike's. It's a little, I don't want to call it a bar, but that's kind of what it is. Make sure y'all check that out. Pretty cool place. Meanwhile, 12, once again. By the way, Todd Cray has picked up the pace a little bit. Last time by, he was faster than Shavarkian. Aaron Fowler right now all on the back of this 57. They're going to be side by side going into turn 1. Don't look like he's going to be able to get there quite. But 57 still holds it at the moment. Right now the 12 of Aaron Fowler is faster than Kyle Frame, who is faster, by the way, than Joshua Banks. And I apologize so much for you, Justin Krasinski. I just seen your message on chat. Sorry, I haven't been really looking at that. And my TeamSpeak stuff is cut off. So I didn't get no message. I just now got your code before I cut everything off. It don't pop up and flash like normal, so. Last time by, Shavarkian faster than Todd Cray by a 10th. That gap's still not quite where it should be. If it gets any closer, we'll jump up there, but we're still watching this battle right now. We'll call it for third, with Joshua Banks trying to hold on. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job so far. Last couple laps by, though, he ain't been the fastest. He's actually been the slowest out of all 4 of these guys that is right here in front of him. And there we go. Nope, I thought we had a battle. Ready to happen? Here comes the 12 of Aaron Fowler. Will he be able to get a run? Does not look like it. Up front. Gap slowly starting to close. Todd Crazy's going to see 3 to go this time. And we do got a lead lap car coming up. Nate Anderson, who's about to go lap down in 10th place. Todd's been out front for most of this race, 77 laps, and that is a big momentum booster going into next week at Homestead. Already the winner of the K&N Series Championship. Trying to get one here in the Truck Series. Don't forget, guys, we'll be live also for the Grand National Series Chase race Saturday for the Lazy Days. Live here again at Phoenix. As we got the white flag getting ready to be displayed this time for the driver of the 21, who has a couple of lap cars here in front of him. That is Kurt Smith, who's racing Nate Anderson, by the way. Nate's going to look underneath him for 9th. Looks like Kurt may have to give up that spot. There, we got a chance. Will Michael Trevarthian get there? He's got to drive it in deep into 3 and 4. We'll wait and see. The 21 coming out of turn 4. And Todd Cray is going to see the checkered flag once again here in the Down to Mike's Truck Series, along with Michael Trevarthian, Joshua Banks, Kyle Frame, Aaron Fowler, and Joe Burchett, your top 6. Austin Marion will finish in 7th. Jeff Smith going to battle back strong and finish in 8th place after a couple incidences. And then Nate Anderson and Kurt Smith, 9th and 10th. So a big win once again for our driver number 21. That's now back-to-back races that he's won. Pets in Paradise truck. Going to go to the front stretch and celebrate. We'll be talking to him, Trevarthian, Joshua Banks, all 3 of them guys. And you can see Joshua coming up and congratulating the 21. As the 21 did a little bit. Cray, not a ton of damage on the truck tonight. He wanted to make sure it looks like the rest of these guys, not make them feel left out. So we'll bring in Todd Cray here in just one moment. All right, let's bring him in. Hey, Todd Cray, you got me?
Got you, Adam.
Well, a long race, 80 laps led, which is very impressive. You started in 3rd, finished 1st, back-to-back wins, momentum. That's the word that comes to mind. And next week, the big race. So one everybody's been waiting on, Homestead, Miami. How do you feel? First, let's talk about tonight. What was the biggest challenge you faced tonight? I mean, it looked like you was on rails.
Actually, early on, I learned a big lesson in trying to save some tires because I went from like, I don't know, 3rd to maybe 10th, like really fast. And I'll tell you, things were crazy. So I knew right then and there I made a mistake on that first pit stop. So really trying to pick and choose when you were going to pit and just hope enough guys, didn't stay out to put you back in that little bubble area where everything was really going wrong tonight.
Homestead, Miami, next week, man, and like I said, back-to-back wins. We know that you already got the championship for the K&N Series. Now, it's interesting to me because we know that that's not easy. This league, especially with the trucks with so many people running, that's not an easy thing to do. How do you feel about heading to Miami or Homestead? Do you like going there, especially in the truck? It's a little bit different.
Yeah, actually, I like Miami. I think I just pretty much got to try to focus on what we're doing. Trying to have good qualifying speed to stay up front. Because if next week's anything like this week, I mean, it's pretty much a crapshoot. It was just that at the end there, I was still trying to save a little tires just in case I had a late caution.
Right.
So. Momentum feels great. I mean, I remember Talladega trying to race to get into the series championship. So ever since then, once we got out of Talladega, I think I called that some months back. The Talladega is a rough one for me, but that was pretty much the start of the good stuff.
Yeah, you've been on it for the last couple of weeks, man, and I did get word that it is you, of course, Kyle Frame, Kurt Smith, and Aaron Fowler is the Final Four for next week. So, man, congratulations for one on making the Final Four. I know that wasn't easy by any means. It's been a long season. So, any shout out you want to give or anything like that?
Sure, we'll start off with Pets in Paradise Grooming Salons, Down the Mics, Go Fast Racing, Disabled Military Veterans, Trackside Racing Network, everybody that helps put this show on the road. I tell you, it's a really, really good league here. Hopefully we can go over some things that happened this week and maybe tighten the race up for next week. But all in all, thrilled to be here and hope for a little luck next week and see if we can pull off that championship.
I kind of laughed a little bit, by the way, when you was doing your donut because you ain't had much damage until the end. So I guess you want to fit in with everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big key to the race, staying clean. But after the race, I want to join the crowd.
Good job, man, and congratulations. We'll talk to you next week as we go for the championship.
All right, Adam. Thank you, guys.
All right, next up, let's bring in second place, Michael Trevarthian, who finished pretty solid in second. Hey, Michael, you got me?
Hey, Adam, what's up?
Nothing much, man. Well, you had a good chance there. You was running Todd down, from what I've seen over the past, I'm going to say 10 laps, but it didn't happen fast enough, for you anyway. Anything you wish that you would have done a little bit different in order to get up there and take the win away?
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else could have been done. We were mirroring lap times there. I was catching him a little bit there towards the end, but like I said, grace of God to get around him now.
This was a tough race, man. Let's be honest. These restarts was insane. I mean, we've seen 4 wide at times. What was the biggest challenge you faced tonight? I mean, we've seen you pretty much top 5 all night. What was the biggest challenge you faced throughout the race tonight?
That'd probably be restarts on the outside. Kind of put yourself in a precarious position to open yourself up for the guys on the bottom, and of course the dog leg, they would dive down in there and then drive it in pretty deep in 3. So you just, obviously with all the cautions, there was a lot of melee going on in the back, which I didn't see a whole lot of it, but, it's not hard to, for it to happen up in the front either.
We know that you race the Grand National Series as well most of the time. Can you use anything from tonight to learn for Saturday?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, my Grand National car likes the bottom a little bit better than the truck likes the middle. So maybe a little bit different strategy in the Grand National car, but yeah, I feel I'm equally as fast in both. But yeah, Todd was quick, man. Like I said, I know Jonathan was too, or Josh Banks was too. So I know it was going to be a dogfight.
I said earlier in the season, some of these guys may be a little bit lucky that you wasn't eligible for the chase because you've been on it in every series we've been running, man. So congratulations, another second place finish. I feel like we're always talking to you week in and week out. You always have a good run. So a big run and a big second place here tonight. Shout out to anybody you want to give?
Yeah, I definitely want to give a shout out to our veterans. Being it's Veterans Day weekend, I was representing with the American flag on the car or on the truck. So, like I said, excited about that this weekend, and want to give a shout out to Down to Mike's Truck Series, the Go Fast Racing League, and of course the man of the hour, Adam Chapman, for what he does in the broadcast booth.
I like that. So thank you, man. Good job, and we'll talk to you. I'm sure we'll see you Saturday and stuff. So we'll talk to you then whenever you'll probably be up front. So we'll talk to you here soon.
All right, brother.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, let's bring in Joshua Banks, who finishes in 3rd place tonight. Hey, Joshua, you got me?
I got you.
Well, man, let me ask you, because this was a little bit different type of race for you. I seen something I never thought I would see out of you. You stayed out. And I don't know if it hurt you, but you had 10-lap older tires, or 11-lap older tires than Todd Cray and Trevarthian. Do you wish you could have gone back a little bit and changed that, or do you think that was still the right call?
I think it was the right call because where I was sitting, if I stayed or I went in, I would have been 6th, 7th, and still would have had to work through traffic. So I tried to make myself up in the front and still coming out 3rd. Ain't complaining, but I ain't happy with the finish, though, because I wanted to win. I had a good truck tonight, just weren't able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, we've seen you, I keep saying it every time we talk to you, we always see you up front. Usually it's the same group of core guys that we always see up front, man. Let me ask you, I talked to Trevarthian. He said the biggest challenge he had was restarts. He said with so many restarts, it was very difficult. Was you experiencing the same thing? Was it something else in the track that you was having trouble with? What was the biggest thing you was facing?
Just getting around tire when I had a decent truck. That was the biggest issue. And yeah, restarts were a big thing too, because every time I get a restart, Todd would get a good run and on the outside and get around me, at least that one run. I could run him back down, but on a longer run if we were on the same set tires. But it's just what it is. It's Phoenix for you, especially this track. So it's tough. It's hard to pass, and track position is key. So just being able to try to do that game like I did earlier and all that stuff, it just worked out.
Do you like this track? I mean, is this rated up there for you, or is it just happy to get out of here? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I like it, but because it's different. But I'm not a fan of racing it. That's just me.
I like it because it's got that short track mentality. I like the technicality of the track. It's fun to race, and I like short track style racing, so this kind of goes up my alley a little bit. It's a fun track. I've been doing good here before, not won much, but I've finished well here, so be able to do what I did, and out this track I like, so it's nice.
Well, I know you wanted to win, and you're always up front. I mean, I told you this hundreds of times. You're a very talented driver, and you can see it week in and week out. So, congratulations, third place. I know you wanted more, but still third place, not bad. Anybody you want to give shout-outs to?
Just, again, thank you, Adam, for the broadcast, and greatly appreciate you jumping on board, Skylar, and all the admins for hosting the league, Go Fast, and Down the Mics, sponsoring the league. And checking out my YouTube channel, be greatly appreciated, everybody. Dusty Vengeance, it'd be awesome if you would check that out. Leave support, be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. So, good job, Josh, and we'll talk to you here in a couple of days, hopefully.
All righty, boss man, take it easy.
All right, I don't know if Skylar's actually in here. Skylar, are you in here? Don't think Skylar Allen's here. Give me just a second. Oh, there he is. Skylar.
Yeah.
Well, the season's coming to an end, man. 1 week from it. We wrap up tonight's Truck Series race. I know you're not too happy with some of the stuff that happened, but overall, the season hasn't been bad. What's your thoughts on everything that's going on?
The season's been great. It's been a fantastic year in all three series. From the admin side, we're pretty excited for how the season went. Tonight, not so much.
Let me ask you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you a question about disabled military veterans. I don't think Eric Spencer's in here. I think
it's Eric Mensch.
Eric Mensch. I don't know why. Okay, there he is. Hey, Eric Mensch.
Hello.
Let me ask you a couple questions. You sponsored a race, Disabled Military Veterans, and of course, I always try to get you in here to talk a little bit about what it is for anybody that's wondering, because I know we got some new viewers tuning in tonight as well. Tell everybody what Disabled Military Veterans is. I kind of talked about it a little bit, but you can give way better description than I can.
It originally started out as a concept for disabled military vets to get together, help each other out, especially with racing. And I let it die down because people were just asking for money. And then I started to get into building sim rigs to raise a little bit of money for it. But yeah.
Let me ask you, you did your time in the military.
Yes, sir.
Anybody out there wondering, let everybody know, with Veterans Day coming up, what military branch was you in? And yeah, just let people know.
I was in the Marine Corps, and tomorrow is our birthday, 242. We started out in the bar at Ton Tavern in Philadelphia. Wow. And yeah, we got drunk. We got drunk and got into a fight.
Well, man, from us, I know Skylar and them thinks the same thing. Thank you for your service. Veterans Day, thank you. Very important. Honestly, in my personal opinion, that should be one of the most celebrated holidays. Honestly, to me. So thank you from us here. I know that's a very important day.
Well, Veterans Day is Saturday
yes,
at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. I don't know why. I thought it was like, I didn't know they actually had a time limit.
Yeah, it was 11/11/20. Wait, 1918 was the end of World War I.
Okay.
At 11 a.m. and it was signed in a car, well, in a railroad car, passenger car. in a field of poppies. That's why you see veterans out there selling poppies on corners.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you learn something new every day. So thank you once again, man, for your service, and we'll talk to you here on Saturday. I know you're sponsoring that race as well, so I'll talk to you here on Saturday. We'll get some more information about it.
All right, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
All right, so, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want him?
No, I'm good. I just wanted to say real quick to anybody watching, any of the racers who are veterans, definitely thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. From all of us at Go Fast Racing, myself, Nate, Jeff, John, and Minch, we sincerely want to thank you for your service. That's what this weekend's all about. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
to be honest, we wouldn't be racing if it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
And so, on the note of fun, just so you're up to speed, some viewers that might wonder what's going on throughout the rest of the weekend, the admins have made a couple of decisions tonight based on the on-track activities. We're going to be tightening up a few of the rules when it comes to the fault of causing cautions. So it's going to be enforced the way the rule is actually written. We've been a little lax with it for sure this year, but we're going to be enforcing it as it's written. So just so you're aware, first incident, that's your fault in EOL. Second is 3 laps on pit road. Third is you park it.
Yeah, I think that would actually come back to us as well for broadcast, so you can see the replay as well if you don't need to. So I think that kind of helps with us when we show the replays for everybody to see. It does help these admins a little bit. So y'all do a good job here. I've told y'all that. You, Nate, and everybody, you really do.
We try.
Y'all don't get enough credit. Honestly, you don't. I've ran a league before. Y'all know that. And as an admin from my old league, it's not easy. It's really not. You got everybody coming to
Right.
the end of races. So y'all do a good job on trying to be consistent. I know y'all was a little bit lax, like you said, but it's not easy. So you try to do what's best interest for not only the league itself, but you try to make it look good for the broadcast. And that's not easy to do. You try to give the people that watch and the fans, I guess you could say, that watch the races week in and week out, you try to give them something to watch. And that's not easy for you guys to come up with everything. So I'm going to say thank you for what y'all done. I know you probably don't hear it a lot, but you do a good job.
Appreciate it, Adam.
So that's it. We'll be live tomorrow night, the Go Fast Racing League K&N Series. And then we're at Phoenix tomorrow for that as well. And then we'll be live again on Saturday. So thanks to everybody for watching. Y'all have a great night. God bless, and talk to y'all soon. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day